Stop asking companies easy questions during interviews. I've been in recruiting for a decade, and the amount of people that have made bad decisions about companies because they didn't ask them hard questions blows my mind. Remember, the interview is a two-way street. They're interviewing you to see if you'd be a good fit or you could do the job, and you are interviewing them to make sure you do not sign up for a toxic culture. But so often, I see people with token questions like, what's your culture like? Or what does success look like in 90 days? Or any other kind of token questions that companies are used to getting. A much better approach is to take the same approach that they take during interviews. They're going to ask you about different situations and how you handle it. So if you're in sales, they might ask a question like, describe a time when you had to overcome an objection. You can do the same thing. You just need to make a list of things that matter to you. Things like work-life balance, or how they handle people who aren't performing, how they coach their team. A great example of this would be, how do you handle somebody who is not performing? Can you give me an example of how you get them back on track? Even better, can you describe a time when somebody wasn't performing and you got them back on track? This might uncover a toxic work environment. If they really struggle to answer the question, or it seems like they're not telling the truth, that could be a potential red flag. Another question could be around work-life balance. You might even ask the question to the interviewer, when's the last time you took time off? Can you remember the last time that leadership took time off? Do you have examples of people who have used the max amount of time off? This might uncover an environment where they're not encouraging people to take time off, which would be a toxic work environment. Either way, get a list of things that you care about and start to ask them behavioral and situational questions. It's a much better strategy than just giving them layups like, what's your culture like?